Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you're new, you should go ahead and hit the subscribe button and follow along with all my vlogs. I post once a week, a lot of grad school content, sometimes some sit down chats, all that good stuff. Anyway, this week I am really going to be grinding on my prospectus because I'm so sick of working on it and I really just want to get it done. I've been working on the prospectus really since January in theory, and it is June and I just really want to be done. So my hair is looking like really wild. I just have it like clipped up. I haven't even washed my face or anything since I woke up, but I'm ready to be done. I've been meeting with my advisor once a week for the past 2 months maybe, and I just keep giving him different drafts of like segments of the prospectus, all of that stuff. So now I'm trying to piece them all together and send him a draft of like, not the completed prospectus because it won't have the chapter overviews, but the almost completed prospectus. So I have talked about a lot about what I'm researching in a lot of my other vlogs. I can link them here so I don't have to do it again and bore you guys who already know. And I've explained sort of what the prospectus is, but it's basically an outline of your dissertation research. So yeah, currently I am working on writing a literature review section of a few different books that talk about cultivating awareness of your body in the writing process. I am working out of Hannah Rule's book, Situating Writing Processes, and then I'm also working from Christy Wegner's book, or Wenger's book. I always pronounce her name wrong. I had a professor with that same last name in undergrad. And she writes Yoga, Mind, Writing Bodies. And I'm also going to be working out of another article that talks about, or two other articles, one by Bess Fox and one by Jay Dolmage that talk about awareness. So I'm sort of doing this literature review, pulling out this theme and saying like, here's how I see myself intervening. The prospectus is a really messy document because it's a bunch of different sections all just crammed together in like 20 pages, and that's really hard for me. It goes against everything I know about good effective writing, that it should be clearly organized. So currently I've tried to organize my document as a series of defining key terms, and then within those definitions of terms I like am weaving in like literature reviews and explanations of like methods and things like that. But it's very difficult to do that. So anyway, that's what I'm up to currently. Okay, it's a little bit later now. I washed my face, took a shower, and I'm actually going to go to the mall real quick because I bought Hoka's last week, and they're still not quite right. So I've talked about this in several vlogs at this point. Basically, the arches of my feet just like always hurt anytime I'm wearing like sneakers and not sandals, and it truly makes no sense, but I want to be able to go for walks, you know, hot girl walks. I used to be able to. It was really good for my mental health, really good for healing, and I can't because my feet hurt so bad. So I actually made an appointment with a podiatrist for next week. But anyway, I'm gonna return the Hoka's, get my $100 back, and I might pop into Target while I'm there. It's connected to the mall because I got a new Dove body wash, and the scent that I normally get was out of stock, so I just got like some new like mango one, but it smells like buttered popcorn, and when I shower I feel disgusting. I feel like I just bathed in butter. So I'm gonna get a new body wash and return those shoes, and I might get some candles because today's the last day of the semi-annual sale at Bath & Body Works. Okay, back from mall. I didn't end up going to Target because I just didn't feel like braving the craziness that is Target in a college town. Just did H&M, Bath & Body Works. Got 4 candles because they were only $11 each, and normally they're like $25. I got Hibiscus Waterfalls and Beach Weather. These are both really good like summery beachy scents. And then Fresh Spring Morning, which is what I currently have now in the living room and I'm burning, and White Tea and Sage. This is like a classic, like it's not seasonal, just a really good like clean light smell. So got those 4, and then I also got a little wallflower, which is the same as this candle here, Fresh Spring Morning, because I think my wallflower in my bedroom is almost out. And then I just got 2 dresses from H&M. Okay, this is the front. The back looks the same though. It seems really sheer, but I tried it on and it didn't actually look that sheer once it was on. It's actually really, really cute. Love the pattern. This one was 20 and I got an extra small because it's pretty loose. And then I got this dress as well. I've been loving this color blue lately. Got an extra small as well because they only had extra small or medium, and this fit really well. It is giving me a little bit of like maternity dress vibes with like this smocked top and sort of like mid-calf length. It's actually a really fun material, sort of like linen-ish. But honestly, it's also giving me coastal granddaughter, grandmother. Yeah, cute. Both nice light summer dresses, and this one was only 15. So love a good little H&M bebop. I'm gonna eat some strawberries as a little snack, and it is 3:50 and I have therapy at 4:30, so I think I'm gonna just read a little bit, maybe journal a little bit, try to chill out, and then I want to do like another little writing stint maybe tonight after dinner. Megan and I decided not to cook tonight and to get Texas Roadhouse for dinner because it's been far too long. And then on our way to pick it up, she was like, wait, should we stop at McDonald's for a Diet Coke? Because we were planning on having our canned Diet Cokes for dinner. So we've been to a lot of the McDonald's in Bloomington. If you're from Bloomington, we've been to the one by Aldi, College Mall area. We've been to the one on South Walnut. We think that's the best one. Now we've been to the one on the west side by Texas Roadhouse. And we just have to go to the Stadium McDonald's, which is like the most famous McDonald's in Bloomington. I've gotten chicken nuggets from there, but I've never gone to Diet Coke, so. That's good. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, the first sip, it grew on me. Okay, snappy these days.
Okay, it is later now, almost 10 o'clock. I wanted to do another little stint of writing, but honestly therapy was like really, really hard today. And I feel like it took up all of my brain power, in a good way, because I feel like when things are hard, that means you're learning, that means you're processing, that means you're growing. And yeah, I don't have much energy left to write. And I initially was really wanting to get a lot done because my brother was supposed to come and visit me tomorrow and Wednesday, but he was exposed to COVID. So we said it was safest if he didn't come, and that leaves me with like tomorrow and Wednesday to get some writing done. So I don't feel the need to force myself to do it tonight. And tomorrow I'm going to lunch for Laura's birthday, and I don't want to be like really tired from like staying up late grinding the night before. So yeah, that's that. I am gonna do a little gel manicure. I'm gonna try and do a little design. We'll see how that goes. Watch a show, just sort of like take care of myself for the night. Okay, here's how the nails came out. Just did a little design checkered on this tip, sort of half and half, and then a little swirly on the thumb. I think that they are cute. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I worked my way through half of that article that I showed. I read that article like at least 5 times, and every time I read it, and every time like I read any like pivotal article for like my thinking about my project, I just read it in a completely new way, like because I am a different person, my brain is in a different spot. It is truly wild how you could read the same thing and it means something different each time you read it. We were gonna go to lunch tomorrow with Laura and like me and Megan and Laura, But she was like, do you guys want to go to TJ Maxx instead for her birthday? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. Okay, it is a lot later now, almost 5:30. I went to TJ Maxx with Laura and Megan, and then I came back, ate a quick lunch, and then went out to Starbucks to try and get some work done. And I didn't get as much done at Starbucks as I wanted to because the music playing was just like really loud. And I had like AirPods with lo-fi in, but it was just like still way too loud. My brother is calling me. Okay, so my nephew was saying he wanted to FaceTime me, so he FaceTimed me, which my nephew is the cutest in the whole wide world, and that made me very happy. But anyway, also this man at Starbucks was just like talking to me over my AirPods. He was just like, he was like 50 years old, and he was like, you students have work in the summer? And I was like, well, I'm a grad student. And then he proceeded to tell me how like college was like a waste of time, and he's allowed to say that because like his dad went to Harvard or something. I don't know. I was just like, okay, and I was just trying to get work done. And he was telling me if I wanted to make money, I should like go into like working on like AI and stuff, but he never like asked what I'm actually interested in. Anyway, I'll show you guys what I got from TJ Maxx. I got this little paper towel holder with some daisy prints that I think are really, really cute. This vase, which honestly looks like a anthropology find kind of. I think it'll be really cute, obviously with like flowers in there. Got this wrapping paper, has some like cake slices with candles on it for Laura's birthday. Also have the 28 balloons up still for Megan's birthday. Got these little eye patches. I always like to have these on hand. I really, really like these. I feel like they make my face look a little bit brighter. Got an eyelash curler that I'm excited to try out. I posted a poll on my Instagram story the other day asking if you guys think this actually works, and like 40% of people said no, but like 60 said yes. And then I got a skirt, just sort of like striped here with like a part that folds over and ties. I actually tried it on. I've never been in those fitting rooms, but it was actually really cute. And it was $20. And I got this linen button down. My goal was to get linen stuff because I feel like that's really good for this hot weather. Just like this little stripe button down. I think this was also $20. Yeah, but I returned like a $30 dress, so I feel like I didn't actually spend that much money because I got home and it had a hole in it. But yeah, I think these are both cute little pieces. Excited to try this. Always good to have on hand. And then these are like gonna be split with me and Megan because they're for the house. Also, I wore the new blue H&M dress shopping today into Starbucks. I think it's super cute, fits really well, very, very comfy. And I feel like this was such a good deal for only $15. I want to get it in more sizes. It does make me feel a little bit like I mentioned a maternity dress, but super comfy. Really bad lighting, but it's really dark this way. So basically I tried to take a nap and it wasn't quite working, so I decided to do some stretching, just like some crunches, you know, like very, very minor slow pace ab workouts, and then just like a few different like child's pose, things like that, just to like, I don't know, get my body moving. I wanted to go for a walk, but you know, the foot situation, and it is like insanely hot out right now. Like today was like 99 is the high. That is like horrible. Like Megan walks outside and her glasses just fog. But I have some tofu pressing right now. I think we're gonna make some pad see ew for dinner, and I was working for like an hour and a half at Starbucks, but I don't feel like I got a whole lot done, so I'm wanting to work a little bit more tonight. I feel like my ideas are coming together, but writing it is hard. So Megan is a tofu guru, and she always drops that towel on the floor.
No, it's just happened like the past 2 weeks.
I never drop it. So she has a way of making her tofu so crispy to the point that like it truly tastes like chicken. Like it has the consistency of it, and I don't know how she does it. We're making pad see ew and some tofu. What do you use in it? Just this teriyaki sauce? Mm-hmm. And I pressed it, so like it's not like she just does a really good job pressing it. But I tried to cook it and it was soggy. So what's the strategy?
Did you, before you added sauce or whatever, did you let the tofu get brown on the outside?
I can't remember. I might have added sauce right away. I followed the recipe. And the recipe also said to cook it with vegetable oil, not olive oil.
I don't feel like that ever matters.
So she just has the magical touch.
I do think that like the crispiest tofu is you have to put it in the oven. Like Thug Kitchen's recipe. I don't know.
She's just a baller.
Press it as long as you want. Yeah, take over there.
I just want to show them. Also, while I'm showing you guys food stuff, Megan and I got these. I feel like whenever I show the fridge, I'm like, got these happy eggs. And because she made like an egg dish, I do not know how to pronounce it, but I'll put a picture here. And I feel like these tasted so good. They are like 6 times the price of other eggs, but they're like ethically sourced and they're happy. You guys, we went outside to look up at the moon because it's a strawberry moon, and then this cat literally just walked up to me and she just walked inside her house, and I opened the door and she doesn't want to go out, and I'm obsessed with her. We're naming her Maxie, Maxine, Pirelli. Megan wants to name her Maxi Pad. She doesn't want to go out, and I don't want to put her outside because I feel like she's an inside cat. If she like wanted to go out, she would be at the door. She would have ran out. So it's like midnight right now. So I just put soil in this box because that's what my mom told me to do for a litter box. And I'm gonna leave her in the bathroom overnight. And I've already posted on Facebook, IU Classified, everything. Tried to download Nextdoor. She's so good. So Pirelli is the name of a tire from F1, I guess.
It's like the name of the tire company, yeah.
That all the cars use?
All the cars use the same tires and they come from Pirelli.
But like P-U-R-R. That's how we'll spell it. Pirelli is so good. I'm set. It's Pirelli. Yeah, if no one claims her tomorrow, we might get a litter box and then maybe take her to see if she has a chip at the vet. I just feel like this is, that's not very flattering for the camera, Pirelli. I just feel like this is meant to be. Okay, the next day I went to Target and got a litter box, and I got some cat food and I got some cat treats too, because she just wasn't going to the bathroom and the soil in the box was like untouched. It's only like on the ground here because I tried to put her in the box and she like hopped out. She didn't do well in the bathroom, and I gave it like 5 minutes and she was sticking her paw under and just like crying, and it made me really sad. So she slept in my bed with me and she was so good. She just wanted to cuddle. And as soon as I got home with this litter box, she like went in and peed right away. She's just so good. And someone commented on my Facebook post I posted in Bloomington Lost and Found and said, I posted this cat about 2 weeks ago. I feed her, but she disappears at night, so I feel like she has a home that she returns to. If more time goes by, okay. If more time goes by and no one claims her, I might, like I mentioned, take her to the vet, see if she's chipped. What are you doing? That is the weirdest thing. I've never seen a cat roll around like that. Okay, it's a lot later now, almost 5 o'clock. I am back in my car after work at the writing center, and I didn't eat my lunch because I just like snacked a lot. They have a lot of snacks for us to eat at the writing center, so I think I'm gonna eat a little bit honestly now before I drive home. And on the way home, I'm actually gonna stop at Orange Theory, not to work out, because my friend Joanna works there right now, and she's leaving for a trip tomorrow, and she said that I could pick up a cat carrier from her, because I want to take the cat to the vet to see if she's chipped, I think on Friday. So I'm eating some leftover pad see ew and tofu. I also just like feel weird busting out like a full lunch in front of like my coworkers. And I know it's probably a me thing, but like it's just like in the middle of the library, and then I feel like everyone just like looks at you like, what are you eating? I don't know, it's just weird. I also want to talk about the writing process and my prospectus, because today I texted Megan and I said, I see the light. There's an end in sight. And this is the first time I for real felt like that. So hopefully my advisor feels that way on Friday when I give him this draft. So I was watching Red Hood Academic's latest vlog. She's a grad school vlogger, doing her PhD in history. And she's talking about just like her research process, and it was really like systematized, and she did such a good job just like explaining it to viewers of like, here's how I create a database and do all this stuff. And I really want to do that to you guys, for you guys, like explain to you like, here's how I'm doing this, here's the reason for all this. And I feel like I try to really explain like the books I'm reading and what I'm learning from them. But when it comes to like actually explaining my writing process, I wouldn't even know how to begin. Like this week, I have like, no exaggeration, 9 different documents that I'm working from right now. And it's just a matter of like copying, pasting different things from different sections. And like, honestly, organization has been the hardest part of this prospectus, getting everything to go here and like fit together. And one thing that I do like to do is, I feel like this happens every time I'm writing and I'm sort of like at this place with the paper or something where I'm like halfway through, or like more than halfway through, like 3/4 of the way through, and I see like light at the end of the tunnel, is I create a list, and it's typically handwritten, of like, okay, this is what I need to do, and I create it as like separate little sections. I know I've shown this in a vlog before when I was still in coursework with like post-it notes, and it's like, first I need to explain this, and then I need to explain this, and then I'm gonna write a section about this. And that has been really helpful, and I can just continuously go back to like this written, it's like not an outline necessarily, it's like a to-do list. Like I literally wrote it on a to-do list. Yeah, and right now I've just been working on defining key concepts and really making sure that I'm going back in and adding enough signposting paragraphs of like, because honestly what I'm talking about is there's a lot of moving parts and it's like very complex. I get confused sometimes, which probably isn't great. But making sure I'm adding signposting paragraphs that are like, so far I've covered this, this, and this. Remember, this means this. And honestly, that's something that my advisor's book really helped me realize. He does a really good job of saying like, recall from chapter 1 where I defined this term to mean this. Okay, now let's get into it. And even though a prospectus is obviously like a much shorter document than a book, I feel like that's still important of like, okay, so far I've defined embodiment, embodied writing, and embodied awareness. Now I'm going to talk about what embodied hyper-awareness means, and then I'll go into explaining how that transfers into rhetorical hyper-awareness, and just like walk, like, I don't know, meta-cognitively, I guess, like walking through what you're going to do more explicitly, telling the audience, like before you do it, I feel like makes writing, especially when it's like complex ideas, a little bit clearer. I want to explain specific methods, I just don't have them. I'm not like doing IRB as of yet. I'm just like citing readings and truly citing my lived experience as a vlogger. And especially in a field that I call embodied writing, where there is no like edited collection or like, I don't know, canonical source or like critical source book on embodied writing. I'm just using articles that make sense to me and that I see fitting together. Sometimes they cite each other, sometimes they don't. Yeah, really couldn't tell you if that's right. As I tried so hard in exam year to say like specifically, or not even to say, but to find like sources, like the right sources, the right readings to represent this category, but there aren't. They're the ones that are most useful for you to make the argument you want to make. Yeah, people will tell you there's canonical texts, like whatever, but in things that are new in composition studies, like embodied writing, I think a lot of anti-racist practices, gender stuff, there really aren't canonical texts. There are texts that people think are canonical. But anyway, that's a soapbox issue. We don't have to get into that. So yeah, just know that I want to be more explicit about the writing process, but it's so chaotic that I don't think I can. All I know is it involves writing online, like in my Notion document, writing on Microsoft Word, handwriting, and then like some stuff in my notes app. And it's truly all over the place. And I just find myself thinking about it all the time. So I just write on whatever is near me. I've literally written on a paper towel. I've written on a bookmark before. It's chaotic. I literally sent my advisor a Word document entitled Chaos, because that's what my brain was when I had to write for the week. Thursday. I don't think I've talked to the vlog today. It's already like dinner time, like 6:30. I'm about to prep some potatoes to do some baked potatoes. Just really gonna stab them with a fork. We still have Pirelli with us. No updates on the Facebook post. Someone commented this morning saying that they've been feeding her in the neighborhood, so they're glad that she's safe. I just like, I'm not convinced that she was an outdoor cat. But anyway, I am done working at the Writing Center for the summer. I do like a quick little 2-week summer shift for intensive freshman seminar in August, but I'm done with the Writing Center. I made a lot of progress on my prospectus this week, and I'm very happy. I feel like I never say that. I want to do a little bit more tonight, so hopefully I can have a really good meeting with my advisor tomorrow. I'm gonna tell him that I worked really hard this week. And for the first time I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's incredible. Veggie burgers, little baked potato. I don't know if my baked potato was done. It was a little hard in the middle, but it was in there 45 minutes. There's Megan's without cheese. Crumble was very good this week. I forgot to show them before we cut them using our cookie cutter. This was peanut butter with Reese's, caramel with Twix, M&M, and then Rice Krispie. Megan and I both like the peanut butter one the best, and then we sort of thought that the other three were sort of tied. I like this one the second most. I think Megan liked the M&M one the second most. This one was a little too caramelly, and it did have like the crunch of Twix, and I don't like the cookie part of it. But overall, a really good box. I thought you would add something.
About the crumble? The peanut butter was incredible.
It is later now, 10:15. I am in the office upstairs, and I'm gonna do some more work on the prospectus, send it to my advisor for our usual Friday meeting, and I feel good. Megan and I went for a little walk after dinner. Probably walked for like 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe walked like a little over a mile. I don't know. Just in our neighborhood. It was nice. It was super hot and humid, but like the sky was really pretty. Yeah, just nice to get my body moving, because I felt like I was sitting down basically all day. So I'm hoping to be in bed by midnight, which gives me like an hour and a half of working time tonight, and I feel good. I feel like I will feel happy with what I end up submitting by tomorrow. I'm trying to get Pirelli to come in here, but she's just like laying on my bed waiting for me to get in bed, and I just want her to like sit on my lap while I work in the office, but she's figuring things out still. Okay, it is she came in here. It is 11:52 and I sent the submission to my chair, and I noticed that we typically have like a meeting on my calendar, and he sends me like a Zoom link for Fridays at 10, and I don't see one for tomorrow, so we better be meeting, because I hope that I didn't grind this week and stay up late tonight for nothing. Look who's here on Starbucks Friday, braving the rain. Thank you, bestie. You already know I got a chocolate cream cold brew. Finally Friday, it's 11:45. My advisor was like, yeah, sure, we'll meet at 10. I'll try and have as much of this read as possible. And then he emailed back and was like, actually, can we meet tomorrow morning instead? Are you okay with meeting on a Saturday? And I was like, yeah, but we can also meet Monday. Like, it's not that serious. And he was like, yeah, tomorrow's fine. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess I'm meeting, obviously, like on Zoom on a Saturday. So yeah, I have a meeting for the social media committee with the writing center at 1. So I'm just sort of chilling until then, have some eye patches on, played around with the eyelash curler that I got at TJ Maxx a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know if it actually does anything. Called some vets this morning, and they said I could just bring her in, and she doesn't even need to come out of like the carrier. They can sort of just scan her. So that will be nice. I'm nervous to get her in that carrier though, I can't lie. She doesn't know what's coming. Okay, I finished up my meeting and took Pirelli to the vet, and they scanned her for a microchip, and she doesn't have one. So look at her. Look how cute she is. Her little meow. So yeah, I'm thinking she's mine. I put a physical sign that just says like found cat, calico print, green eyes, pink nose and toes, on our community mailboxes, and I'm hoping that no one contacts me. She didn't really see a vet, she just saw some text. They couldn't tell if she was spayed or not, but I feel relieved. I feel like she's gonna be mine, but I'll feel much more relieved if like the weekend goes by and no one contacts me. Obviously I want her to be reunited with her owner if she has one, but the fact that people on the Facebook page says they've been feeding her for weeks, and the fact that no one has contacted me yet, makes me think that whoever her owner was, if she was an indoor cat, no longer wants her. Good morning, happy Saturday. I met with my advisor this morning for like an hour and a half, and he gave me lots of feedback on the draft, and but he only was able to get through half of it, and he actually just sent me an email now, and he's gotten through the other half, and he sent me like audio feedback of him talking through it. So yeah, he had really nice things to say about it for the most part. It's really just a matter of refining things, but he didn't get to the second half, which is where things get like really rough, so we shall see. But I told him when I am going home, when I have my flight booked in July to go home for my family trip, and he was like, okay, yeah, we will for sure have your writing done by then. We will for sure have a draft that you can send to the rest of your committee by then, which makes me feel really, really, really good, because I'll be able to like enjoy my trip back home with my family. And I'm in my car because I'm gonna go donate some stuff to Goodwill, and the weather is actually like really nice out compared to the past few days. Like it's only like upper 70s, where it's been like 99 yesterday. So I'm gonna donate to Goodwill, and then I'm going to go through a little car wash, might get some Starbucks. I did a Target pickup for a cat scratching post for Pirelli, and she doesn't even like it. So yeah, that's that.